Hello, Eurovision fans. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel, which I started just a few weeks ago. If you want reviews and predictions for Eurovision 2023 or videos on Eurovision history, please subscribe. But today we are rating the Norwegian entry for Eurovision 2023, which is Alessandra with Queen of Kings. And as you can see on the screen, I'm going to be giving points for different aspects of the song and performance. And then we have an overall rating for the song. So let's get started. The first category is the lyrics. And I have to say, I really like the lyrics of the song because they have, I think, two elements to it that make it kind of special and smart also, I think. The first one is the female empowerment part, because the title already tells us it's about a queen of kings. And in the song it says she's the warrior of northern and southern seas. She's the ruler of the kings and she's gonna conquer it all, which is very current and modern, I think, as a message, female empowerment. But then you also have elements that allude to Norway and its Viking past, which is smart, I think, a smart move. She talks about the northern lights and, of course, ruling the north and southern seas like the Vikings did. And I think in Eurovision, people kind of expect something that plays to the stereotypes they have of a certain country. And alluding to Vikings, I think, is a very smart move on Norway's part. I think she does have to improve her diction, because when I watched the national final performance, I didn't kind of understand a lot of what she was saying, and then I listened to it on Spotify and I got the meaning of the song. So she has to really improve her diction. Look who's talking. So, but I like the lyrics, and in total I'm giving 4 out of 5 stars for the lyrics. Then the voice. Not too much to say here. I think she's quite competent. She has a good enough voice. There's nothing that special about it. I do have to say that the song is quite varied and she can show a few aspects of her voice, which is always good for the juries, I think. But in total, not too much to say here, and I'm giving 3 out of 5 stars. Then, when it comes to the personality, she seems very sweet. There's a good connection to the audience, but at some camera angles, she kind of almost seems scared and like very innocent, and that doesn't really fit the message of the song. So I think she can work on that a bit more to seem more like a warrior and like a queen. But in total, I think she looks very sympathetic, and that actually helps the song. I'm not sure how much of a queen feeling and warrior feeling she should project, because then maybe it's unsympathetic, if you know what I mean. But yeah, a little more would be good. And on personality, which is everything about the main singer, the lead singer, I'm giving 3 out of 5 stars. Now to the two most important aspects, the performance. I think they can tweak the makeup a little bit. It seemed a bit provisional, if that's a word, if that's the right word to use. And also the outfit looks a bit cheap. I think they could include some more Viking elements maybe to get the message of the song across even more and to play more with the stereotypes that people have. I think the performance has a lot of untapped potential when she's kneeling down to build the bridge to the last chorus. I think the lighting could be much, much better. They're much more dramatic. I thought of Jamala in 1944, something like that. And also just having these strobe lights the dancers use in the end, it looks a bit cheap. Not sure whether this is just for the national final, and for Eurovision they're going to come up with something even more impressive. I would recommend it. I like the dark aspect of the performance. I think it suits the song very well. And in total, I'm giving 3 out of 5, but I think it has a big potential for improvement, the performance. Now, the most important part, last but not least, is the song. I think it's kind of a guilty pleasure, because you kind of think, wow, this is really campy, but it's so effing catchy. It's the most catchy song that has been chosen until now. It's kind of a Schlager. There are pop elements. It has some elements of a shanty, which is quite popular at the moment, and also feels mystical. So I really like this song. It combines all the best parts of Schlager pop. And yes, it's campy, but what's Eurovision about if not the campiness? So I'm giving the song 4 out of 5 stars, which is quite a lot. Now for the overall rating, I'm weighing the song 3 times, the performance twice, and then the other 3 once, because I think song and performance are just the most important part for a Eurovision song. So let's look at the overall rating. That means 3.5 stars for Norway, Queen of Kings. And now I want to talk about my prediction. Will Norway qualify with this song? And there's not a lot to say. I think Norway will easily qualify with Queen of Kings. It's a good song. It's a catchy song, especially now that the semifinals is only televoting. I think she will get a lot of points from all around Europe. And my prediction for the final would be a top 10. If they really tweak this performance and really get the staging on par, I think it can do even better, maybe a top 5. I'm thinking about Kano. It's not as good a song, I guess, but if they really put on an effective show, it can do really, really well at Eurovision. This is my opinion. What do you think? Do you think it's an even more amazing song than I think? Is it a horrible song? Comment below and let me know your opinion. And as I said, please subscribe if you want more reviews and predictions for Eurovision 2023. Thank you for listening and bye-bye.